Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me catch my breath. We getting to nothing in the song. She let me knock it out of bear bond. Ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the like cash money.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 56.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Throwing is Jackson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. That time on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From way up at the 23. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Jackson. Trying to improvise. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this off to Etienne. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So after the INT, it's Brady eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Shark. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now a give right side. Logan, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Logan, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit scored him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Singletary again, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Singletary punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Completion left side to Miller. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. I'm going to show you, man. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Claypool, 93 yards. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra out is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking.
You want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attack?
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's got room. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been